How's it going, guys? It's Ralph here from Beyond the Huddle, and welcome to this week's Bitcoin forecast. As always, we're going to take a look at the COT, Commitment of Traders Report, to see what the asset managers have been up to, if they've added longs or reduced their shorts, to see how we can potentially see what Bitcoin's trend could do. Then we're going to take a look at the margin positions that we talked about last week. They were at an all-time low, so very important stuff to see how they developed and what happened to that movement in orders. And then the third one, like always, it's a brand new month, it's a brand new week, so we're going to give you guys some new monthly levels for long term that we would like to either stay above or stay below, depending if we're bullish or bearish. I'll give you a hint, we're bullish. And then we'll give you guys some weekly levels as well. So let's get started. Okay, guys, so getting started here with the COT, we can see some insane stuff here. The asset managers actually increased 955 contracts as of last week. And we also increased 160 shorts, okay? So we are definitely, no questions asked, more lopsided to the long side, right? And now I'm going to show you guys what that actually looks like on our tools and our metrics. And take a look at this increase in longs. I mean, wow. 210% increase in long positions. I am blown away. Again, we're in uncharted territory here at Beyond the Huddle. I have never seen an increase like this. You can see, the entire history of this chart. Obviously, the space grows. So as you grow, there's going to be more contracts, which means there's by default going to be more long exposure, more asset managers that can get involved. Maybe they were able to get involved in some of these ETFs or something like that. I don't know. That's just speculation on my part. But look at what it did to the net position, right? Now the net position has an extreme move away from the average. That's what this white line is. And now you can see that we are, much like the longs, at a crazy new high in these longs. So the question becomes, is this huge increase in longs going to be translated into an exponential growth in price? And then we're going to see the shorts keep decline, which they're not doing right now, right? We can see that they're adding shorts while they're adding longs. That's much different than the 2020 rally in September, where they kept the shorts very, very low, while longs went straight up right here. Right here. Yeah, there we go. While longs were high. So they didn't go straight up, but they were high. Now, I'm going to show you guys the power now that you see, again, the longs are hitting a new all-time high, the net position is hitting a new all-time high, and that causes the percentage, though. You see how it's much different? The percentage is only at, what, 78 right now? And we can see that we've actually historically been more long a few times in this entire chart. I don't know why it looks so weird. Maybe if I make it smaller. So you can see right here that back in April to May, April to June, so late April to sometime in June of 2019, we've been this long, and all the way back here in April 27th of 2020, and of course the one I just spoke about, which was early September, late August, all the way up until almost the high back in January, February. You can definitely see that we've hit these type of ratios before, and that's the importance. Okay, the market will shrink and grow as time goes on, but as long as you have a ratio, you should be able to see when you've hit these levels before. So again, although we have a crazy, again, the craziest increase we've ever seen in one single week and ever, you can see we just made a new all-time high in both the longs and the net position. When you look at the percentage, it's actually showing you a different picture. So yeah, it'll be very, very interesting to see what prices do here. Will we go right here to try to hit 90, in the 90s in the percentages, or will we peak? You can see right here, if we draw a horizontal line, again, much like in price action concepts, are we just trying to peak our head above this previous high right here, and then we're going to go ahead and drop? So this is the same way, some people use stochastics and RSIs, and they, drop some TA on it. So yeah, guys, that's what I have for you on the COT. Again, we're looking bullish. I would much rather have seen the shorts decline, right? Because right now, they're definitely feeding the upside, the longs, and we are net long, so you have to be long. But I've never been a fan of them also increasing the shorts. So with that being said, let's move on to the margin accounts and see what we can take away from there. Okay, so moving on now to the margin accounts. Here we can see, again, like always on our left-hand side screen, we have the net position. That's the BTC longs minus the BTC shorts, kind of like what we do here in the COT. Then we have the BTC longs by themselves. That's sort of like what we just saw on the COT longs for the asset managers, and of course the BTC shorts. So a little bit of what we expected. So we did speak about this demand zone potentially holding. As you can see right here, it crushed right through it. So let's zoom in on that chart right there. So then obviously our next level would be this swing low. That's just some regular fib concepts, our discount concept right there. So then we have the 61 to the 78. I guess that could be our potential level of support for these longs. Now remember guys, the idea was we expected some sort of short-term support in the longs to bring us back to the quarterly open and see how it was going to react there. Depending how it reacted there, then that would be either this move higher in the market as we're seeing right now, based on the COT and based on the positioning that you're going to see for our long and short-term levels, that might feed the upside when these long positions pile into that trade. Now, the important part is how it reacts there, along with the idea that we are at this all-time low right here in the short positions. Now, if we come here, we draw out this arrow. I know we had a pretty turbulent time the past week, and we kind of did see that coming because of our weekly level. I'll show you guys real quick our weekly Bitcoin level. So if we go here in a 4-hour, you can see it was this green zone right here. So it said all-time high. Now, it wasn't because of the all-time high. It's because our short-term level told us that if we started the week below it, which we did, I think we started the week somewhere around the 25th. So yeah, somewhere right here. If we started the week on the 25th below it, then you kind of want to be either very careful until you went back above it, or if you were already long, obviously you had to break it. If not, what I was going to do, I said we were going to consolidate. Well, we did just that. Now, let's not get too much into the price action until we talk more about these positions, but the idea was that we could see a bounce here because we just hit a new all-time low in the short positions, and we were below that short-term level on the weekly that I just spoke about. Well, lo and behold, look at the market, right? You had a 67% increase in these shorts, which is what caused this drop in price here. So that was about 8 to 10% drop in prices. And then, of course, as you can see, so I guess I'll just go a little bit over this price action because why not? You can see that we just barely missed the daily demand here. And then we rebounded about another 8%, and again, it can all be explained because we understand that the shorts went straight up when they tried rejecting the all-time low, and then of course, like I said, we had to reclaim. Let me get rid of this right here. We had to reclaim the quarterly open, but then look what happened. We just fizzled out. Now we're declining those shorts, which means what? We're able to feed the upside, and now we can look at the longs and look what the longs are doing, right? So again, as those shorts right here were increasing, let's see what the longs are doing. You see right here, the shorts were increasing, as you can see on my cursor, while the longs were declining. So see, there's a very clear correlation between what these margin positions are doing and what the price is going to end up doing as well. So as of now, we're seeing shorts decline and longs increase. That's exactly what I've been talking about for us to, and you can see right here, we hit the 61. So maybe this will be the move that brings us to the try and challenge that quarterly open. And then depending how these shorts react, whether they decrease or whether they increase, then we'll start to find out. Now remember, the key that I said last week was, it's not just about the shorts being at an all-time low, which means no one is short this market, which is actually a very big deal, because when there's no one short the market, who's going to take the other side of the positions? Well, that's the whole point. Right now, there needs to be an increase in longs, and then the unequalness of those longs to those shorts, then that's what's going to cause the massive bull trap, which will then trap all these long traders that have gone heavy in those longs, and then you'll get the increase in the shorts, causing prices to aggressively fall. But again, my current theory is that we need an increase in longs, trap some long people, and then we can then increase the shorts to see the drop. So if we see the shorts increase right now, because the longs haven't really gone up, the prices shouldn't really go down, right? And that's one of the disconnects that I used to have with this tool, because sometimes I would see the shorts go up while the longs went up, and then I would see price also go up, but I'm like, okay, that doesn't really make sense. So we'll see how this develops. It'll be very, very interesting. It'll give us a big clue as to how we should, keep using this, because, I have some theories on how I'm using these tools, but as times change, as I gain more experience with this, then I'll learn more, obviously. And then here you guys are, getting to experience this live. So again, in case you didn't understand, basically right now we're watching to see what the shorts are doing, and we're expecting the longs to increase. But until the longs decide whether we're going to hit this premium here or break the quarterly open, I don't expect the market to completely crumble. Okay, so let's move on to the price action and wrap this video up. Okay, guys, so now that we have seen kind of what the COT is positioned is to look like, and remember, we've been the largest increase in longs we've ever seen. The ratio is still pretty tame. It's at 78. We've seen higher ratios. So that gives us the opportunity to keep increasing. That's really important because it doesn't suggest a top. But we do have to keep in mind what the positions are doing, right, on this as we reach this level, if we're going to reject back below. So that's one. And then we see the margin positions. They might be at an all-time low in the shorts, which means they should increase the shorts soon, but there are no real meaningful longs that have been trapped, right? So in that case, we would have to increase those longs. Maybe we get a nice aggressive 30 to 40% move higher, trap some longs, and then maybe that causes the short to start increasing after you already have a large increase in those longs. That's what I'm trying to get at here. So let's take a look at our new monthly level. So if we go here on our 4-hour chart, you can see last month this was our level. The month started here, so the minute October started, we were already always bullish, and that price has increased a whopping 52% since then. So now we can get rid of this. We don't need it anymore. And as we showed you earlier, this was the weekly level. This was the 25th. The beginning of the 25th was right here. That's last week's open. And we were below this green zone. So we were expecting, again, at first I drew out this discount, and that was the only support. And I said if we lose that support, then the next one was this one. And then obviously eventually it would have been that one. But we were not able to hold this discount, which meant obviously we would start targeting lower levels until we broke back above this zone right here. Obviously we did not do so, so let's delete that since that was last week's level. And now we're going to talk about this week's level and this month's level. So this is a very, very pivotal area for Bitcoin right here, because we're not only below the weekly level, you can already see that the week started. So this is my weekly, daily, and monthly open. Today's Monday. So you had the triple trifecta here. So, well, triple means trifecta. So there you go, right? So you had the trifecta here, and you had all these three opening at the same time. We went right and slammed right into that last week's key level. And then, I'm sorry, this week's key level. And then we seem to have used it as resistance. Now, the reason why it's so important is that we are also using the monthly level as support, right? So we're kind of stuck in this awkward zone. I think it's not even that large either. It's about a 4 to 5% zone where you probably don't want to make any decisions. Obviously, if you're already in the market, then you don't want to see the monthly level get broken, because that means, ouch, how far can we go? Right? Are we going to go for this one? Are we going to go for this discount? We're obviously bullish because the COT is telling us that we're bullish. We're not really too bearish because the margin accounts, again, the longs haven't really increased, unless I'm wrong about the longs increasing and they're just going to keep dropping, right? It could happen. This could be a move lower, a tiny leg up, and then it could keep dropping down here. If that happens, and then the longs increase, the shorts increase, then we're going to have some pain in this market. So that's what I'm saying. We got to keep a very close eye on it, and that will tell us kind of how price is going to behave and move. At the moment, I want to be long this market, so I really want to see this purple zone, which is our monthly level, hold. Okay, so I want to see the monthly level hold by sometime this week. I'd never want to see it get broken. Right now, we're trying to challenge it on this 4-hour candle, and then I wanted to see us go back above the weekly and then go on to new, all-time highs. So that's what I have for you guys right here in the price action, guys. I hope that you learned something. I hope to see you guys next week. Make sure to stick around for Misha's video tomorrow on some altcoins. I don't know if it'll be Ethereum or whatever he decides. So there will be that. And with that being said, guys, if you enjoyed, share it with your friends and family. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you guys on my Telegram channel. And with that being said, hope you have a great week. Peace.